Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own presets and navigate the menu system inside the Boss DD-500 digital delay. So let me show you how easy it is to edit a preset inside the DD-500. I've gone to preset 1A, which is a basic straight-ahead hi-fi digital delay. Before we even get into editing the preset, we can access some of the parameters right here from the front panel. On the front panel we have control knobs for delay time, feedback, and so on. Well, we also can hit the up arrow, and this will display the delay time in tempo terms, so in terms of beats per minute, and we can adjust that using the time or value knob. So we can turn up to 161 beats per minute. If we hit the down arrow, the display will show us what's happening in terms of milliseconds. So we're at 373 milliseconds, and we can adjust that using the time value knob. If we hit the down arrow again, we'll see a display that focuses more on the preset number. And this is useful if you're using this in conjunction with the MIDI device where you're scrolling through the presets remotely. Finally, if we hit the down arrow again, we can look at the main parameters for this preset. So here we can see the mode is standard delay type. We can look at the delay time, and again we can adjust that. We can adjust the feedback level. So we can access those main parameters right there and see what's happening on the screen as we're doing it. If we want to dig even deeper, we just hit the edit button. This gives us access to a variety of different menus. The patch menu is where we're going to access the parameters for the delay. So if we hit edit, we'll see the delay mode, the time, and we can scroll down here to access some of the advanced parameters such as the modulation rate and depth, whether carryover is on or off, what the level of the direct signal is, the EQ switching, whether that's on or off, and also how much the EQ is affecting the sound. We can add ducting to drop the delay down when we're playing and have it come up when we're not playing. So a wide variety of different parameters are available right here in the patch menu. When we're finished there, we hit the exit button and it takes us back to the edit menu. Now we can scroll down to the control menu, hit edit, and this is where we access what happens with the controllers, whether they're switches or we have an expression pedal plugged in. And again, we can scroll through those, assign their different functions, assign how they operate. We can exit from there, go down to our assign, and again, this is working with our controllers, what's happening with the switches, so you can assign those to whatever functions you want. Exit from there. Our next menu type is a system. If we hit edit there, we'll have control over the basic things that control how the pedal actually operates. The display contrast, we can also set up the output type, so we can have a stereo output, or we can have one output dry and another one wet, so we can move between those different options, and a lot of different things there for the actual operation of the pedal. If we hit exit, go down to our MIDI setup, and this is going to give us access to a variety of different MIDI parameters. We can scroll down. We've got a patch map, so if you want to have preset number 1 called up by preset number 3 on your controller, if you're using a complex MIDI rig, this is where you accomplish that. Our next menu type is MIDI bulk dump, and we would use this menu to store the contents of the pedal, the preset contents, those sorts of things, into a remote storage device, such as a computer running an editor librarian software package. The last menu option is factory reset, which will restore the DD-500 to the way it was when it first came out of the box when you purchased it. So let's create a preset using the DD-500. I'm on preset number 1 here. We'll go into the edit mode. We'll select our patch. We'll hit edit. I'm going to scroll up to the top parameter. For my delay type, or my mode, I'm going to choose the filter. I'm going to set my delay time to 344 milliseconds. The beats per minute will adjust as well. It's a quarter note. The LFO type, which is the modulation type that affects the filter, we're going to set that to a square wave. We'll scroll down here. My rate is at 50. I'm going to accelerate that a bit. We'll set that up to about 65. Scroll down to our depth. We'll leave that at 50. The type is a low-pass filter, which is going to cut off the highs, and as the filter opens up, the sound will get brighter. So we should hear something like this. We can change that to a high-pass filter, which is going to allow the highs to get through and cut the lows. We'll scroll down next, which will give us access to the cutoff frequency, and that's the frequency at which the filter starts to operate. So if we turn that down a bit, it's at 1K or 1 kilohertz right now. Let's turn it down to 500 hertz. Okay, I like that. We'll scroll down here. Let's turn the resonance up. The resonance is going to make that filter cutoff frequency sound even stronger. So we'll increase that. That gives us a more intense effect. Filter position is post, that's fine. Feedback is fine, that's going to affect where our number of repeats are. And let's turn the tone control down just a little bit, make it a little bit darker sounding. Now once we're happy with our preset, to save it, we simply hit the exit and the edit buttons at the same time. At this point, we can name our preset as well as decide where we want to save it. Naming the preset is very simple. We'll scroll up here, and we can change this to lo-fi delay. And again, when we're ready, we can store that to 001. We'll hit right again. It's executing. Once we've done that, our delay is saved into preset number 1. So I can go to preset number 2. This is still our analog delay. But if I switch back to preset number 1, I've got my lo-fi delay that I created. So it really is very easy and very fast to create your own presets or to modify a preset that already exists inside the DD-500. Thanks for joining me for this introduction to how to edit and navigate the Boss DD-500 digital delay pedal. It's such a versatile, such a flexible, such a powerful delay pedal, you really can create just about any delay sound that you want. If you have questions on this or any other Boss pedal, give your Sweetwater sales engineer a call. I'm Mitch Gallagher.